How y'all doing? Nick the Sailor here. I just wanted to let you guys know that one of the hobbies that I have is actually video game collecting. So today I'm going to do an unboxing, and I wanted to try this out. You know, I've seen many bad reviews on this, but I wanted to see for myself if it would actually be worth a shit. So what I got is a what's it called? Retro Game Treasure box. That's what I got. So it was about $34.99. You also have to pay for shipping on top of that, so it roughly comes around about $41 or something like that. But so just so you guys know, I already opened up this box, checked the pricing on everything, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I got. So let's go ahead and open this up, and let's see here. So the first thing, I was super excited when I saw this at the very top. Super excited. Sonic and Knuckles. For those of you that don't know like much about gaming, if you're not interested in this, just click off. But anyways, that was one of the games that I've actually been after for a while. Like I've been on the lookout for it, and it's always at a high price tag, and I've always wanted one because I have Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and 3 on the Sega, and I wanted Sonic and Knuckles, but they were fairly difficult to get at a good price, and checking online, they're about $10, which isn't a bad price, but when you're collecting, you know, things add up after a while. So, you know, I try to get things for cheap. Now I tried this out to see like maybe I could just have them collect for me on the side while I do my own thing, and so far it's seemingly pretty good. So let's go ahead and, you know, put that to the side, Sonic and Knuckles. So never got to play it, always wanted to, and I'm really excited. You know, I'm a kid of the 90s, so I grew up with NES, Super Nintendo, and all that. Love video games. I'm a big video game collector. Not too huge, because my collection is just under 200 video games, but I have quite a few different systems, and I'll show you. Alright, next game, Miss PacMan on the Atari 2600. Yes, I have an Atari 2600. And the thing about this system is that I've always been very curious about it. I always heard that was a lot of fun. It was easy to play, easy to pick up, and just go at it. And I bought one a couple of weeks ago, and it came in, and I got it for about, I'd say, 65 bucks, which wasn't a bad price. And it came with a joystick, it came with paddles, which, if you know anything about the Atari 2600, if you buy one paddle, you're technically buying two, because they're connected with one wire. They split off at some point, and you have two paddles. But anyways, they're a set. So I got an Atari 2600, and one of the things on my list that I really wanted was Miss PacMan, and I got it. So super excited. The label's a little messed up, but I'm not too really worried about that. When it comes to games like these, I don't want them complete in box necessarily, because they're very expensive complete in box. So getting it like this was actually worth the price, because Sonic and Knuckles was about $10, like I said. This one was about $5.50. So there's that. The next game, which was one that I've heard about, wasn't really on the top of my list, but was still one that I wanted in my collection, was Adventureland. Now I never played this game, never saw it, but it really made me excited, like, because I want to be able to collect games I never got to play as a kid, and that's one of the reasons why I collect. It's a little dirty, but it's not bad. I'm going to check to see if these games actually play later on. It's one of the things that I do a lot, is that the first time, like the moment I get a game, I come home and test to see if it works. So that's very important as well. So yeah, that's for the NES, the original Nintendo. And that one I think was $11.99, something like that. And the next and final game is Wizardry, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. Now this one, I never even heard of this, so this is going to be interesting to actually plug in and play. And for those of you that might be curious, like, I play Atari 2600, I play the Sega Genesis, I play the NES, the original Nintendo. I play also the PS2. I have one in the N64. I have the original Xbox, the Halo edition, with the controller. and I have an Xbox 360. I have a Wii, but the Wii is for my family. I don't collect for that one specifically. I also have an Xbox One, and I have over 55 games on the external hard drive for that, and it's a 2 terabyte hard drive. So just a little bit of knowledge of what it is exactly that I go for is I typically go for older shit. Excuse the language, but I go for PS2, PS1, original Xbox, Atari 2600, Sega Genesis, and N64. Those are the things I generally collect for. I don't really go into 360. Like, I might get some games that I really love playing during that generation, but other than that, I don't really collect for it. Same with the Xbox One, I don't collect for that. All this together, so $34.99 I believe is what I paid before shipping. And when I tallied up the prices and all these games, it's actually about $37. Now, including shipping, this would actually be, I would say, not quite worth it, but getting there. So if I were to say anything, if you don't mind the shipping, this would be worth the price. At least this is my first box, so I'd have to see more boxes later on. And you know, like I said, I've seen many bad reviews and things of that nature that over time the prices are not very good. They drop. But I want to keep hope up for this organization that does this. And a shout out to you guys. I really love the box that you sent me. It was everything that I wanted, and I'm not disappointed. So as always, remember 22 and stay classy, bros.